Collaborating, big word, means great. In my head, as soon as I think of collaboration, I think of business growth and scalability and all those things. So,
partnership, right?
Yeah, partnership, you bet.
So, hey, for me, I think there's only benefit from collaboration, although in saying that, you need to make sure that you're selecting the right partners. So, to me, all through your business journey, there's going to be partnerships, collaborations, or there should be. However, we won't always make the right decisions who those partners are, but that should not stop us from wanting to do that. I think some of the pitfalls in terms of collaboration would be more so around making sure that you're partnering with someone that's on brand.
Yes.
That there's an alignment of values.
Really important. So important, that piece.
And this goes in any form of collaboration, whether it's an investment partner within the business, an equity partner, maybe a supplier. Like a supplier is a collaborator in my mind.
Indeed.
You've got to be working towards the same goals together. You want to get more sales, reach more people out in your marketplace. That's good for your business. It's good for your supplier. Also, align businesses, in similar industries but maybe different products.
Indeed. I know for me, I've had great success with collaborating with some of my largest competitors, and I've done that in previous businesses that I've had. And that circumstance was I was a small registered training organisation. I didn't have funding. So I went and spoke to some of the 5 largest in the country and managed to convince them that because they were large, that was a negative for them. They couldn't get to market quickly. They weren't agile, whereas I could, and they saw that. But I also had a lot of experience behind me to have that conversation. So if you know your industry, you've got the experience. You won't have to understand what your collaborators or your partners can bring for you and what you can bring for them. Absolutely. Really, really important. And not be afraid to have rules of play. How often are you going to meet? How often are you going to check up to make sure that the partnership is working? We did monthly meetings. We made our systems very visible to our partners. So there was a lot of clarity in what we did so that they could feel confident that what we were doing was not going to put them at risk. So that was one sort that worked incredibly well for us. Others are where you can go to, some of your clients might be members of associations or members of groups. So a great way to get scalability in your business is to go to that middle person, that association, that industry group, and say, this is something that we provide that it would speak to your members. So that saves you going to speak to all those people individually. That association can then spread the word of what you do as a business. So again, does it align with your values, your purpose? Does it solve a problem for their members? And being really clear about why you are there and that you're going to relieve a pain point for that organisation to share with their members. That's worked incredibly well, and it shouldn't be something that you shy away from. And you might be thinking, that might bring me lots of sales, and I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that. What a quality problem. The how you can work out, but it's being clear about your story, why, and how is it going to work, and how are you going to work together?
A lot we said early on there, where how is the other party going to get a win out of that? You talked about collaborating with some bigger businesses when you were in the smaller position, and vice versa. And I think one of the things that I've learned doing a lot of collaboration, a lot of partnerships over time, and I've managed to get better and better at is standing outside of the situation. Imagine hovering above, almost as a referee type in the situation, and thinking, what is it that you want to get out of that situation, but what was of equal benefit to the other party at least, or can they walk away with something a bit more?
Yep.
Can you motivate your potential suitor, partner, collaborator in the situation? Can you motivate them by them having sufficient upside in the deal, so that they actually want it to happen more than even you do?
Yep.
And that's something that works really, really well. So think about, who is the correct partners, and what is it? What's the benefit that you can put in? What's the upside that you can put in the deal, so that they really want to make it happen equal or more than you want it to happen? And so that's in that way you can really supercharge your growth.
Indeed. And something to think about here as well, the upside is not necessarily just money, financial. So for some of these 5 organisations I partnered with, they took a share of my income. But other collaboration I've done is that if the service you provide enhances their members, that they remain a member of that association for longer and they can grow, which is a benefit to this association or group, that is a win for them.
Yeah, so
it doesn't have to be financially.
Loyalty, also efficiency can be one thing.
Exactly.
Like, are you getting things done for them that they wouldn't otherwise be getting done?
Correct.
Brand or getting more reach is another thing.
Yep.
So there's a bunch of different ways that you can get upside out of a partnership for either party.
Indeed.
That could be access to product, access to services,
Yep.
access to locations. So there's a lot of different reasons that people can go into a collaboration for. Access to capital, access to time, access to manpower, all of those things really. It's not just necessarily about the on the spot sale, the dollar value that comes out of that.
Correct.
But there could be a bunch of other things. Access to IP.
Yep.
To me, if you're in business, businesses are full of collaborations, full of partnerships, upstream and downstream, within your market, within competitors, as you mentioned.
Yep.
So it's not really about, do you or don't you? Because through your business career, if you're going to grow, it's going to happen.
You need to.
Filtering it, making
okay.
sure that you are making the best decision possible. And to get to making better decisions, you've got to practice it. You've got to make a lot of bad ones to end up getting to the good ones.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to say no. Like, there might be people come to you to say, I want to collaborate. Well, you need to interview each other. You need to check, are we aligned in why we do what we do, with all that sort of stuff. So even if you've approached them and you go, oh, actually, this is not going to work for me, say no, because the last thing you want is a relationship that doesn't fit well and sit well with you and it's not going to give you the win.
Yep.
It can be harder to extract
Candid,
yourself out of it.
Transparency, honesty.
Yep.
When things aren't working, go sit down. Like, it's just a standard rule through life.
Yeah.
If it's not working, sit down, work out where's the pain points, and then obviously start to rectify that and see if it's reconcilable.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay. Thanks for watching the video. Now, next steps for you is to check out our workshops and boot camps so that we can work with you one-on-one and get your business growing. So check out the workshops, boot camps on the Navigate Biz website, and don't forget to find us on social and like and subscribe.
There's no